So it sounds like the Baltimore Ravens may be adding Derrick Henry to their already star-studded roster, as ESPN reports are now saying that the Titans are unlikely to bring back the 30-year-old former All-Pro. And I believe the Ravens are the best fit at this point in Derrick Henry's career. Think about it. Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. That's a duo that's going to strike fear for a lot of NFL teams. I mean, Henry proved last year he still can produce big-time numbers if necessary, as he had over 1,100 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns, and that's where he was the primary focus of an offense. Like, if you're a defensive coordinator and you were playing the Tennessee Titans on Sunday, your game plan is how do you stop Derrick Henry, and that's it. But Derrick Henry is at a point in his career where he's not going to play for a team that can't compete for a Super Bowl. And I mean, heck, who can blame him? He's done his time with the rebuild. He did it twice in Tennessee. But if I'm Derrick Henry and I want to win a Super Bowl, I'm not going to go to a team like the Houston Texans, because the Texans are still like a few pieces away. The Texans are really good and they can become dark horse contenders. But like, I don't want to say that you need to go to a team that can win without you. But like, the Baltimore Ravens were arguably the most talented team in the NFL. Like, they really should have won this year. So you add Derrick Henry into the mix, and they are definitely still contenders. And the thing is, the Ravens have a need. The run game was heavily influenced by Lamar Jackson this past season. In fact, he was the team's leading rusher, which I know, all the jokes, oh, Lamar's a running back. But shoot, he just won his second MVP, so put some respect on his name. Obviously, he can do more than just run the football. But if the Ravens pair Derrick Henry with Lamar Jackson, that's an issue for opposing defenses. I mean, that's a nightmare for a defensive coordinator trying to game plan, because that's as lethal of a backfield as it gets. Now, I know there's always a chance of Derrick Henry losing production. He's getting at the age, he's 30 now, so he's getting at the age where running backs start to lose some production. But I definitely think he's got a season or two of greatness left in him. And he's not going to be getting the same number of touches he had in Tennessee, because the offense doesn't have to rely on him like it did on the Titans. There are too many other options to give the ball to. So this means Derrick Henry's not going to get as worn out. His longevity might be better. And let's say that Baltimore gives him a 4-year deal and he has a season of 2 of greatness, like 1,000 rushing yards, and then those other 2 years are just kind of meh. Well, then the Ravens can do kind of the same thing that the Saints did in 2018, 2019, and pair Derrick Henry and Gus Edwards and let them split running back 1 duties. I actually think that Gus Edwards still has solid potential to be a pretty good running back in this league, and if Derrick Henry can be a mentor for him and teach him a thing or two along the way, that would be huge. Now look, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are problems, and here's where the problem lies. The Ravens have the 26th most amount of cap space, and that's not good. Meaning, if they want to sign Derrick Henry, he's going to have to be willing to take a massive pay cut, which I don't know if he wants to do, but if he does, I think the Ravens need to shoot all their bullets to bring King Henry to Baltimore, because that is a great plan.